meeting on October 16th, 2024. If you'll please stand and repeat the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Item number 1 on the agenda is approval of minutes. Commissioners, we have one set of minutes from the October 2nd, 2024 meeting. Do we have any corrections?
I have none.
I'll entertain a motion.
It's either I'll make a motion that we approve the minutes from the October 2nd commission meeting.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes. Forgot to mention that Commissioner Martinez is traveling home from the Idaho National Labs. He is working on some things. Again, this is probably in conjunction with the Santa Fe Energy Research Center and the look that we're trying to get at our area for nuclear. So thank you for doing that. Item number 2 is consideration of possible approval of funds to neighbor disaster response kit project. Just a little bit of information on this. This was Tiana Peacock. She was a candidate for Miss Carbon County, and she started this project and has worked with local agencies, and they think it's a great idea, and she wants to continue to move forward on this project. So
Yeah, maybe we can add a little there. This would provide a small packet for each home in the community, where I believe there's 4 different color of cards that could be placed in the homeowner's front window that would alert those that are emergency people coming to try to help, whether things were okay in the home or whether they need help. And the estimate was around $3,000. I talked with Justin Needles, our emergency response supervisor, and he said that he could come up with $1,500 out of some emergency grant money to help with this. So that's what I would recommend, is that we approve an amount of $1,500 to help. This will be a good thing for our community.
perfect. Thank you. Commissioner Martinez, will you take that in the form of a motion?
I will take that in the form of motion.
And second that?
I'll second that. Sorry.
No, you're good. Thank you. We have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
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 Motion passes. Item number 3, open sealed bids for minivan for the senior center. From my understanding, we did not receive any bids, or did we receive a bid?
There's one that we're not actually sure. It doesn't say what it's for. So there could be something in here, but we're not
Do
sure.
we want to open that one at this time then, or?
I think we should open it and make sure it's for what it
check
is.
real quick.
Okay. Just a little bit of information. The senior center has 2 minivans that they use, a little bit for transport of seniors, but mainly for getting employees around here and there. This would be a replacement of one of those minivans. Both of them are fairly high miles.
It's not a bid
Okay.
for that.
Okay. So we did not receive any bids.
I would make the motion that we will allow Rebecca Taylor and Commissioner Hopes to go find either a slightly used van or a new one and purchase one.
Perfect. We have a motion
And I'll second that motion.
and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
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 Motion passes. Thank you. Item number 4, open seal bids for Ford F-150 half-ton truck. This is for Tina Grange and the tourism office.
We have two envelopes. The first one is from let's see here, Price Ford, and this is for there's two different bids, I believe here. There's one for a new 2024 Ford F-150 4x4 3.5 liter EcoBoost engine XLT model, and the price for the bid is $53,999. Their second one is for a new 2024 Ford F-150 4x4 3.5 liter EcoBoost. Looks like this one's a Lariat model though, and the bid is $62,958. It says bid includes a trifold cover included.
Is that with both of them?
Yes.
Okay.
The other bid is from, let's see. This is from Auto Farm. And I believe there are looks like there's 4 bids. There's a Ram 1500 Bighorn Crew Cab 4x4. It's a 2024 for $47,032. There is another. Trying to get some. There's. I think they've got these a little mixed up. I think there's actually 3 bids, but we'll have to have somebody look through these. The other one's for a 2022 Ford F-150 XLT, 14,000 miles. For $45,735. And then there's a 2023 Ford F-150 XLT, 11,000 miles. And it's $47,325. There's likely a couple other Ram 1500s here, but it's hard to tell if they're different trucks or not. So
I'd make a motion that we acknowledge the bids from Price Ford and Auto Farm, and allow Tina and Shani and Casey to review these and make a decision.
I'll second that motion.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you. Item number 5, open sealed bids for side-by-side for tourism.
we have 2 bids. The first one's from Jorgensen Power Sports at Richfield. This is for a Ranger Crew XP 1000 North Star. Not sure about the miles. The total amount is $29,994. Just trying to find a mileage. The other bid is from Rocky Mountain ATV Got a helper. This is for a 2025 Polaris Ranger XP 1000 North Star for $38,900. Yeah, I'm having a hard time finding the amount of miles on these, so that one sounds like it's new, so maybe it doesn't have any miles on it.
Sounds like a used one and a new one. I'll make a motion to acknowledge the bids from Jorgensen's and from Rocky Mountain ATV, and authorize Tina and Shani and Commissioner Hopes to make a decision.
I'll second the motion.
A motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
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 Might pay to talk about the money to purchase this one, where that's coming
Okay.
from.
So the idea behind the truck and the side by side is we have a lot of trails in our community. The truck would be there to use for tourism, but it would also come. So the ATV is also the trailer. If I'm not, the trailer should be included in those bids for both the Rangers. At least that's my understanding of how that was supposed to be bid out. And I'm getting head nods of yes, if you want to.
Commissioner, the bid for it was just for the side by side, and that funding will come from the OHVR grant that we applied for and got funding for. The trailer, it's low enough that we didn't have to go out to bid for that. So the trailer is $10,000, and the side by side is what we needed to get the bid on. So
Okay, and
they'll
this
be
is
paid for with the grant money.
okay. So this is all coming for grant, and then the match money is coming from tourism.
Yes, the matching is just over $4,000 cash matching out of tourism's budget, and the rest is in-kind and volunteer hours for doing the trail maintenance and inventory work.
And can you explain the idea behind getting the ATV for tourism?
Yeah, so as you know, over the last 3 years not having a trails committee, but we have received a lot of feedback from our user groups saying that there is a need for maintenance on our current trail system. A lot of the Carsonites that were used several years ago when we designated the Cass Country Trail system are missing and damaged, and so we see we hired a trails coordinator this year that has helped us put some that's going to help us put some planning in place. And one of the first things that we need to do is we need to drive those trails and ride those trails and see which ones are in need of rerouting, which ones are in need for maintenance work, and a lot of it is roads that our road department can get to, but there's some of it that a regular truck can't get on, and so the side-by-side is needed to visit those areas to be able to assess and manage, to come up with a maintenance plan for those.
Perfect. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Item number 6, consideration of possible approval of a Trails Committee Board. Again, this going back to what Tina just spoke to. We're organizing and formalizing a Trails Committee to be able to go out and do some of this work, as well as initiate the building of new trails and that. So before us, we have, I got to get to the right page. We have, we're asking for a 5-member board, and we have 11 applicants. I'll go ahead and read the applicants off. And each of these members applied for different parts of our trails committee: hiking and biking, OHV, rock crawling, and those different user groups. So David Grewley applied for the hiking or mountain biking. Dale Maxfield was the OHV ATV. David Black was mountain biking. Jill Allred, rock crawling and off-road. Kevin Brasa,
Not sure.
hiking, biking, and equestrian. He has a lot of different interests there. Lena Topolovic, hiking, mountain biking, and walking. Carl Ingwell, hiking and mountain biking. Jade Powell, hiking, OHV, and ATV. Oren Stainbrook, hiking and mountain biking. Ryan Keel, hiking, climbing, bouldering, OHV, and ATV. And then Pete Kilborn, hiking, mountain biking, and climbing and bouldering. So those are the applicants that we have before us, and we need to select 5 of them to be on the committee.
There's one other one.
Dan Hawley.
Yeah, Daniel Hawley, who is leading the effort. He needs to be one of those 5 members.
Okay. Do we have any suggestions on who we would like to pick?
Well, I don't know, Commissioner Martinez, do you have anything to add before I go through some?
No, I appreciate that much interest in this Trails Committee. It sounds like there's some good names there, and I think we can come to an agreement tonight and fill all 5 of those positions.
So maybe in being brief here, there was a committee that actually went through a selection system, trying to make sure there was someone from each of those different areas that would fit. And I would make the motion that we appoint Dan Hawley, Dale Maxfield for OHV ATV, David Black for mountain biking, Jill Allred for rock crawling and off-road, and Ryan Keel for hiking, climbing, bouldering, and OHV and ATV. That kind of gives a good rounded group there. And maybe a mention that there could be more added to this group, and it would require a change in the I don't know if it's the bylaws of that group, but that's something that that they're thinking about. So additional folks could be added after the change of those bylaws.
Okay, we have a motion for those 5 individuals.
And I will second that motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes. Tina, will you be contacting them? And perfect.
Work with Jeannie. There's a letter that needs to go to them as well.
And the other ones that applied as well. Okay, and want to thank all of them that applied. We have quite a few county boards that, and it's important that we have those boards to receive input on how to make things better and keep things going in our community. So thank you for everyone that applied. We appreciate your efforts. Item number 7 is consideration of possible support of land exchange between private property owner and the Division of Wildlife Resources. Chris Wood.
Good afternoon. I'm Chris Wood. I'm the Regional Supervisor for the Utah Division of Wildlife Resources. I'm here today just to let you know about a land exchange we're wrapping up and answer any questions you might have, and potentially getting some support from the county, just supporting the effort. We own a piece of land on Railroad Avenue in Price. We've owned it for a long time, several decades. It used to be our main headquarters, our office, but for the last 25 plus years, it's been a storage area. And it's adjacent to a business who also owns land next to our office on Carbonville Avenue. And so for the last several years, we've been talking about a land exchange with this business owner, a citizen of Price, in Carbon County. And we both feel like it's a great deal for both of us. We want to trade 1.25 acres on Railroad Avenue for 0.9 acres on Carbonville Avenue. And if that trade happens, he will have an additional 1.25 acres on Railroad Avenue to expand his business and his business interests. And then on Carbonville Avenue, where our current office is, we will have the ability to have move everything off of Railroad Avenue and put it right next to our regional office and build a shop there as well. The property that we would trade with him, he would still maintain some land on Carbonville Avenue and allow him to have street front property to run a business in the future. It's currently an old gas station restaurant, I believe. It hasn't been operating for several decades, but there's interest in his part to do something with that land. And so we look at it as a win-win. And you might be wondering, so why are you coming to the commission meeting with this proposal or this idea of land trading? Anytime the state buys or sells or trades lands, it has to go through our governor's office for their final approval. And one question the governor's office always asks is, have you talked to the county about it? Do they have any questions? Do they have any concerns? And can they give the governor's office a letter of approval? Or and so that's why I'm here today, is to answer any questions you might have and potentially have you sign a letter of approval. And I think you received the information earlier this week, including a draft letter of approval. And I'm here to answer any questions you might have or hear any concerns you might have.
I don't have any questions. I'm familiar with both properties. I think it's a wise move on both parts for the private landowner as well as the division to have things a little closer. So I don't have any concerns.
Commissioner Martinez?
No, I don't have any questions, concerns. I appreciate Chris coming to explain this to us, and I think it's a smart move for both sides.
Okay, I don't have any questions or concerns. I think it's a wise move as well. Do we need it in a motion?
I'll make the motion that we approve a letter of support for the Division of Wildlife for this land exchange. The authorized commissioner hopes to sign that.
And I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 Thank you.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
Chris.
I'll pick up that letter sometime later. Is that okay?
Perfect. Do
Okay.
you want it on letterhead or just? Oh, you have it already? Do you want it now?
Sign
so
it,
you don't
give
have
it
to
to
come
me.
back?
Sure.
Let's just do that. It'll save you some time. Thank you.
Thanks, Chris.
Item number 8, ratification of a contract agreement between Carbon County and TSJ Construction LLC for Carbon County Regional Airport AIP project number 3-49-0026-023-2024. This is the project for the aviation maintenance hangar. And we needed to get the contract signed, the notice to proceed to TSJ so that they could get working on the project. So this is just the notice to proceed. Any questions?
I don't have one.
Okay,
I don't have any questions.
I'll entertain a motion to ratify.
I'll make the motion that we ratify the agreement between Carbon County and TSJ Construction LLC for the Carbon County Regional Airport AIP project number 3-49-0026-023-2024.
And I will second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Item number 9 is adjourn as the Carbon County Board of Commissioners and convene as the Carbon County Board of Equalization.
I'll make a motion that we adjourn as the Carbon County Commission and convene as the Board of Equalization.
I'll second.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion passes. We are now the Carbon County Board of Equalization. Commissioners, before us, we have, again, 3 sections of approval. One of them doesn't have any, the values corrected and approved by Kevin. There are no items in that one, but in the first section is the board of the stipulations with the parcels that both Kevin and Assessor Bishop agree to. There are 113 parcels in that section. Do we have any questions? If not, I'll entertain a motion to approve.
I'll make the motion that we approve the first section of the BOE parcel adjustments, including 113 parcels.
And I will second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. And the last one is the assessor initiated adjustment. So the assessor has the ability, if he sees an error in a property, to start the BOE process himself, and this is one of those. It's on parcel 01-1756-0002. Do we have any questions there?
No questions.
I'll entertain a motion to initiate this.
I'll make the motion that we approve the assessor-initiated adjustment on parcel 01-1756-0002.
And I will second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
I'll entertain a motion to adjourn as the Carbon County Board of Equalization and convene as the Carbon County Board of Commissioners.
I'll make a motion that we adjourn as the Board of Equalization and convene as the Board of Commissioners.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes.
Motion to adjourn.
We are adjourned. Thank you.